Yes, sadly, I'm still making videos. Trust me, I know it's depressing I make videos. I don't even like making videos. Kidding. Anyway, this is the video I'm doing now was supposed to be one that I was supposed to release 2 weeks ago, and I released that sorry about my Chromebook thing, and then just got kind of busy and made another quick video in its place. So this is going to be an initial video that was supposed to be there. 2 weeks ago was a weird one. The day had started like any other normal day that I usually go to, but then it ended up becoming a 24-hour travel that also went across state lines for some unknown reason announced to me. So it all had started at Thursday about 3 o'clock 2 weeks ago. My weekends usually go as follows. Thursday, I get out of school, hang out with my cousin, do nothing, go home Friday, and spend the weekend at home because I hang out in Bridgeport and live in a different city. I called my cousin and asked him if he wanted to hang out, you know, like normal people do. He says yes, so we do our usual hangout routine. He picks me up, we smoke, we do whatever. Shocking, me smoking. And as we're smoking, we're actually working on a side project that I've been doing that I actually kind of want to start putting a little more into production. I'll start leaking a little bit more as things go along. I'll probably talk about it on streams and stuff like that. But until then, I'm going to keep it under wraps. He then decides to look at me and says, "Hey, Lex, I'm going to Massachusetts. Would you like to tag along?" Being me, I love the state of Massachusetts, so I say, "Fucking duh. I just have to make sure what time it is." So he then looks at me and tells me, like 5. So when I hear that I'm going up to Massachusetts at 5, I expect to go up at 5 in the afternoon, which, like most normal people do. So I say yes to the plan. And everything goes as follows. I go home, I start to do schoolwork. In my case, that means sitting on my phone, looking at Instagram and memes, or watching YouTube while I have a textbook open in the general vicinity called The House. I never claimed to be a good student. That was something that you guys have a false assumption if you thought I was. Sorry about that hiccup. So he then calls me at about midnight, which is usual for us because we hang out, then he goes to work, and we hang out again later on in the day. So I didn't think anything of it initially, and then he comes and gets me at about midnight, like I said, and we hang out in the car for a little bit, we watch some YouTube, we bullshit for a little bit, we chill. He tells me that we need to go get our other friend who's tagging along with us at 3, and I'm sitting here confused to myself. Okay, we'll get him at 3 in the afternoon, whatever. I'm sorry, 5. He said we'll get him before 5, and I didn't think anything of it because he's telling me this at 3 in the morning. I wasn't aware that it was 3 in the morning, so I look at my phone and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go home. I gotta show my family I'm still alive. So when he told me it's 3, I tell my cousin, I'm like, yo, dude, I gotta go home. I gotta go make sure my family knows that I'm alive. I gotta make sure they know where I'm headed, all that fun stuff. They actually didn't find out until about 2 or 3 o'clock the following afternoon after I had already made it home before anyone had gotten out of work. So they just walked into me sleeping, so they really didn't think anything of it until one of them asked me where I was. So after that winds up happening, it's 5 a.m. and we are hitting the road. So as we're going to the road, I find out 3 things on this trip. You're going to learn the first thing here is that at any Cumberland Farms at 6 o'clock in the morning, there will be a unit of people who walk in, collectively make their coffee, and will not speak to each other at all, no matter if they are a couple. I can confirm this couple thing is because there's a group who walked in as a couple, separated, made their coffees, did not speak to each other, and waited for each other at different parts of the coffee area in order to, pay. I had a funny bit where I was drinking coffee and I said coffees who can drink the coffee together, make the coffee together, and not talk to each other in the morning are going to stay together, but I don't have my mug. So imagine that unicorn mug I have on my thumbnail here. That's where that was originally supposed to be. We pick up our friend and we make our way over to a truck stop so we could all get some breakfast, like normal human beings do when they're hungry in the morning. And I didn't know that at any truck stop, this is thing 2 I learned on this trip, that at any truck stop, they will serve you lunch or breakfast food at any time of day, which I thought was pretty fucking cool, especially since it's Wendy's and nobody knows that Wendy's has breakfast, including Wendy's. So when we get to Massachusetts, it was a pleasant drive. Nobody bothered anybody. Traffic was beautiful, as it is at 5 in the morning when everyone's still in a coma because they're normal human beings. When we get there to where we're headed, the first thing I see is a bowling alley, which to me is dumb lit. I love bowling alleys. I suck at bowling, but I think bowling is the most fun sport in the world. And what I hadn't noticed is that connected to it, there is actually an arcade, which made things even better. Now, it wasn't our initial destination, but down the road, there was also a dispensary. We didn't stop at it, but there's a dispensary down the road from where the bowling alley is, which is awesome. And let's just sweeten the pot a little bit more. Across the road from the dispensary, there is also a hotel, which I thought was really cool. Here's facto number 3. In Massachusetts, there's bus stops that will take you directly to the dispensary. Have a car? Don't worry about it. Take the bus and pick up your weed. Other than that, the area that we were in, hanging out in, the town we were in, is just a normal northeastern type town, houses, a few buildings here and there, trees and shit. Damn, nature, you scurry type stuff. Oh shit, I hit play again. I did not mean to do that. We make it back to our friend's house and we smoke a little bit more, and one of our friends is drinking a beer, as adults do, adult stuff. And it just so happens that the bottle is glass. Immediate reaction when you see an empty glass bottle to not shatter it. If that's your instant reaction, you're not a normal human being. You deserve to be put down like Old Yeller in the back of the barn. Joke, that's a joke. It should be a public execution. Actually, my friend throws it we're throwing it at a pile of wood specifically. Why? Shouldn't have been throwing it to begin with because there's a parking lot right behind it, which is not a smart idea with glass. So my friend throws it, binks it, doesn't break. Throws it again, binks it, doesn't break. I get the bottle. I throw it, I hit it against one of those metal screen doors. Like, you know what I mean. I hit it, binks off of that, doesn't break. I throw it again, it doesn't break. So we hand the bottle off to my cousin, and he looks at us and says, "You sure you want me to break this?" We said, "Yeah, just don't hit the fence. The metal fence. Do not hit the metal fence. Aim for the wood pile." One hand, and then does the one thing we all do, the one status that we should all live by in this world. You either yeet or get yeeted. So what did he do? He yeeted the bottle, which hit the metal fence and got us yeeted. Immediately, literally, as soon as it made contact, we sprinted inside. We were inside faster than I don't know what. And it was the funniest thing ever because like 5 seconds later, the neighbors actually wound up pulling back up in the driveway where all the glass had. Anyway, that was my weekend last week, and I am a little bit sorry that I've been spotty with my recording and random with my uploads. I've just been kind of busy because this is getting towards finals week. This is when we're making classes, when school is getting a little hectic. So I'm kind of trying to balance everything, and I'm sorry that you guys are taking a little bit of a backseat, but I'm working on it. I'm trying. I'm finding downtime and recording and trying to edit things together. So please just bear with me for a couple more weeks. Think about 3-4 more weeks and I should be out of the woods, and I'll be back to regular uploads, regularly scheduled things, streams. I'll do community things. Like I said, you guys ever want to reach out to me and ask me questions or talk to me about things, you guys can reach me through my Instagram, which is always in the About Me section, and I usually link it at the bottom of my videos. So I want to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the story. I know it was a little bit of weird. I just thought it was one of those things that it should have just come up. It kind of is one of those weird stories that I have. And thank you for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, dislike, comment. And remember, if you guys want to get notified about all my videos. Sorry, I can't speak. Click that little bell icon by the subscribe thingy in that general vicinity down here, depending on where you are, if your phones, computers, whatever. And yeah, catch you next time.